All right, well, good morning, America. It is June 29th, Monday again. That happened so quick. So here we are, last Monday of June, and we have 2 selling days left. But before we jump into all that fun stuff, I want to remind everyone that we are doing these videos and hosting them online at YouTube. You can go on YouTube and type in Health Plan Markets. You should be able to find our channel, and you can subscribe there, so in case you miss a session or if you want to go back to the call, it's recorded for you, so you have all this great information at your fingertips 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. And then those of you that are on the call on Mondays, you get it first, because we don't release the actual video until about Wednesday, so that way you get it before everyone else. So go to YouTube, make sure you subscribe, and that way you're notified when we have a new video, and you can go in there and check out all the archives. So real quick, it is a holiday weekend coming up, so we will be closed early on Friday, July 3rd. We're going to be closing at 1 o'clock. So those of you that do any applications on Friday, if you need to process those applications, you are on your own. Just make sure you know how to process an application. This is why it's mission critical that you learn how to do those e-apps, because once you do the e-app online, it's done. You don't have to process anything, and you don't have to worry about that 24-hour or 48-hour deadline in order to turn in your applications. So make sure you learn those e-apps. It's really, really a great time to do that. You don't want to be learning those tools during open enrollment, but we will be closed on July 3rd and reopening again Monday through Friday, this coming Monday, 9 to 6. So just an early close on Friday, so just make sure you got all your applications processed. All right, let's jump into the training calendar. We've got just a few trainings that we're going to be doing this week. This morning at 9:30, United Healthcare is hosting a local training for those Orlando agents. Mr. Al Clancy and Miss Deb Becker will be hosting their coffee and chat sessions. So if you have any questions or if you need any support from United Healthcare, they will be there today at 9:30. Again, the links are in our training calendar, and that's today. For those that are in different markets, just check with your manager for those coffee talks. Some markets are doing them, some are not. For tomorrow, June 30th, last day of June, we have Humana who's hosting their AHIP on their workbench. So you'll be able to go out there and have your AHIP loaded on June 30th so you can start your AHIP. Now we're going to cover the certifications and everything that's out and the deadlines or the rollout sessions that I know of already, because those things are starting to get going, so you don't want to fall behind on those things. So that's at noon tomorrow, a little training session on how to get to your AHIP from Humana. On Wednesday, July 1st, this week at 10 a.m., Humana is hosting how to mail plan-specific sales materials to the prospects using their digital marketing materials. So you have a great session there. Again, moving into the digital realm. If you need training, this is a great time to do it. That's on Wednesday at 10 a.m. And then Care Plus is hosting a training same time, same day at 10 a.m. So you have to choose which one you're going to go to. But if you're focused on Care Plus sales, they're doing a Care Plus Essential training on Wednesday at 10 a.m. Thursday, Al and Deb are back at it with their coffee and talk sessions from United Healthcare. That's 9:30 on July 2nd. And then also on July 2nd, the last training for the week. It's a short week. Most people are going to be half day on Friday or off on Friday. So Thursday at, it looks like 11:30, Aetna is hosting their Ascend application training. Now I'm just going to make a quick note on the Ascend app. It looks like most of the carriers that are with Centene are now going to have that Ascend app. So that includes WellCare. WellCare is now going to have the Ascend app. Aetna is going to have that Ascend app. And then Allwell has the Ascend app. So in your markets, Ascend is a great tool to learn. So take the time to learn that now so you're not left in the dust when it comes time for AEP. All right, so we were just talking about certifications. We've got AHIP that's already out for 2021. I have carved out time today to do my AHIP. I'm getting it done before July. I think I'm going for the record here. So get your AHIP done first and foremost. That's the one that you want to get done right away. United Healthcare is out today, so their United Healthcare 2021 plan certification is rolling out today. So check your portal. Jarvis, you can go in there and you can see your United Healthcare training for 2021. Get that out of the way. Devoted Healthcare is out already. That was released last week. So those of you that sell Devoted Healthcare, they released their certification session for 2021. Aetna goes live on July 1st. So that's this week on Wednesday. And Simply was released last week as well. So Simply Healthcare certification is out and about right now. So as you can see, all these certifications are starting to roll out like wildfire. So just as a general rule, if you do one a week, I mean, right now it's kind of slow, one a week, that should keep you on task to have everything done. But I would recommend, as they roll out, take one down as you can fight it. So that's the best thing that I would recommend for you. Cigna certification, quick note on that. If you get your Cigna certification done by September 1st, if you can get your certification done by September 1st, and you write 5 sales for January 1st effective 2021, you will get your AHIP reimbursed. So that's above and beyond what we're doing at Health Plan Markets. They'll simply cut you an AHIP check worth $125. So again, get your certs done by September 1st. It pays to get it done early. And then you've got 5 sales in the hopper for 1/1 effective, and you'll get your AHIP check paid for. Big news on WellCare and Centene. As you know, those companies have, actually Centene purchased WellCare. So WellCare is now a brand under Centene. And so because of that, there's big changes, okay? So here's what you need to do and what you need to know. WellCare agents will need to recontract with WellCare, and that needs to be done by September 30th. That is a hard deadline. If you do not recontract with WellCare through Centene by September 30th, your contract will be suspended. And if you don't get it done by the end of the year, you will be terminated. So as WellCare rolls out their certification sessions, there will be more instructions on how you go about recontracting with WellCare under the Centene brand. It will just bookend perfectly with your old WellCare contract into your new WellCare contract. But it needs to be done by September 30th, so make a note in wherever you got to keep it. That is very, very important. Jessica on our team will do her best to reach out to those agents that are missing that contract so you don't miss the deadline. But just make a mental note there that you will need to recontract with WellCare. They're going to send you the brand new contracting link. You're going to have to redo that, and that is because they are now purchased and a subsidiary of Centene. So they're doing all of their legal jargon and switching the contracts around so that way you're contracted under Centene as well. So don't forget that date, September 30th. Humana's Mapa needs to be updated. 20.02 version is out now. So if you're out there using the Mapa system on your laptops or computers, I think even the iPads have a version of Mapa. Make sure you go out and you update that Mapa session today, so that way you're not stuck when you have an application that you're trying to process and it needs to be updated right at that moment. So Mapa update is available, version 20.02, so make sure you get that updated. SEP, tomorrow is the last day for SEP COVID-19 with Medicare, and as a reminder, if you come across somebody that needs to use that SEP, you're going to select FEMA, weather-related incident, and that is on all of the applications. That's all you need to select. There's nothing else you need to select on that, and that goes across all Medicare plans. So all of them are accepting the SEP for COVID until June 30th, which is tomorrow, and that is for a plan effective date of July 1st. Okay? So take advantage of that. You have today and tomorrow to get those last-minute applications in so you don't miss out on helping folks out. All right. There's also ACA. As you know, there's many people that have lost coverage for group health insurance because they lost their job or whatever the case might be. Those folks do have an SEP for 60 days prior to them losing coverage and 60 days after losing coverage. The biggest problem is you'd have to prove that you were losing coverage, so you'd need a termination letter of some sort from the health plan. Right now, the federal government is not checking for that verification of loss of coverage. So read between the lines there, right? I mean, anyone that's looking for health insurance right now, if they're not verifying loss of coverage, virtually anyone can apply for health insurance and get approved at the moment. You're going to select loss of coverage. So I hope that helps some of those folks that were on the fence or maybe didn't have an SEP that needs to choose health insurance right away. Get them covered. That's number one. That's our job, is to get them covered. And so that way we can help a client out. Okay. All right. On the ACA topic, just want to remind everybody that you have a free HealthSherpa account with Health Plan Markets. We'll get you set up. We'll send you out the link on how to get started with your free HealthSherpa account. Remember, HealthSherpa is the easiest, fastest, and most efficient way to process ACA individual and family household quotes and enrollment tool. It's basically a CRM system, so you can keep all your leads, all your prospects, and all your clients all in one place, and that's on the HealthSherpa platform for ACA business. And it's really, really easy to use. You can save all your quotes, you can email them out, and then if they click your link and they enroll, you get full credit for that. So I have another free deal. You guys know my deal. Before 11 o'clock, if you send me an email, you get something free from Health Plan Markets. So today, the deal of the day is, if you send me an email before 11 o'clock this morning, I will build you a free website, a free landing page through Health Plan Markets, and it will have your picture, your phone number, your email address, and your bio. I would just need a quick bio, so if you can send me a bio. Doesn't have to be super long, maybe a couple paragraphs just for the website. And those of you that have the CRM system, we're going to put a form there, so that way it links into your CRM system and you're emailed out to you. And then we'll list the plans that you're affiliated with Health Plan Markets right there on the right side, so they know which plans are available. And we'll also start building out videos, and we'll get to that later. But if you send me an email today, this morning, before 11 o'clock, we will get started on your landing page. Those of you that won the deal last week with the 1,000-piece mailer from WellCare, we're still getting our WellCare piece approved from WellCare, so that will be going out shortly. So I appreciate everyone's patience on that. But the mailer is approved for everyone, so we're going to get that out for you. And so we'll have a really nice July. So again, email me before 11 for that free landing page, and we'll get you online so you can promote yourself. We are now part of the Connecture system. If you have not heard of Connecture, Connecture is an online enrollment platform for Medicare Advantage plans and Medicare supplements. We currently have that available now for select plans. So we currently right now have United Healthcare hooked up on there. We have Aetna hooked up. We have Amerigroup and Clover, maybe more coming. But as of right now, those are what's available on our Connecture system. Why would you want to use Connecture? Well, instead of having to learn the EAP for UHC, the EAP for Aetna, Amerigroup, and Clover, you have it all in one place. So you just have to learn one system, and you can do all of those carriers on one system. You can email, you can text, you can quote, you can save leads, and you can enroll. They get their own enrollment key code, so if you email it to one of your prospects and they click it, you get full credit for that if they fill out the app and submit it through the Connecture system. So if you're interested in that, let us know, and we can get you set up with Connecture. As a reminder, we have a contest for this month. If you write 7 Medicare plans, we will get your AHIP paid for. Sorry, no plan changes, no agent of records, those don't count, and no prescription drug plans, those don't count as well. These need to be core plans, so Medicare Advantage plans or the actual Medicare supplement plan. If you write 7 of those, I've got your AHIP 2021 paid for right out of the gate. You don't have to wait to get reimbursed from Cigna if you write those 5 apps. And any other deals from the carriers, that's above and beyond. That's between you and them, and they can get you paid, and you get your AHIP taken care of as well. All right, marketing tools. Humana has released their social media marketing training and the tools that are now available on their platform, on their portal system. So you can go on there, look for that social media training. I believe you need to have the training done to access the social media tools. They have pre-approved templates for Facebook, for Google, and for all these other places, so you can do social media marketing and build out, ads for yourself, and they are absolutely free to use. So all of those designs are covered and available for you. You just have to go on there and complete that training and get it done. United Healthcare has their DSNP marketing campaigns. There are a lot of great tools on their portal, so make sure you go out to Jarvis, log in there, and search for what's available for free this week. So really excited for all that great news. We have a special guest this morning. I'm going to check to see if he is online, so bear with me here. I'm looking for Mr. Nick Street from WellMed. Let me see if I've got him on the line here. Doesn't look like he's joined us. So still seeing if he's on here. Let me open it up here for questions while we wait for him. So let me see. All right, do we have Nick on the line? You may have forgotten about us. That's okay. All right, so with that, I'm pretty much done for today, so we'll finish there. Does anyone have any questions this morning for me? Remember, your phones may be on mute.
Hello?
So, hello. Oh, there's Nick. We got him.
Hey. Sorry, I was trying to log in on a different number. How's everybody?
Wonderful. Perfect timing, my friend.
Oh, cool. Good. Well, sorry, I had to join a little bit late.
That's okay. I just introduced you, so you're ready to go, my friend.
All right. So this is Nick Street, guys. I'm the director for broker relations for the state of Florida, and I represent WellMed and Optum. And basically, I don't have a big agenda for you today, just a couple minutes, and thought I would maybe answer some questions. I'll tell you what we're doing if you haven't heard already. We still, of course, we have our clinics that are, used to be the Vita Medical Group that are now branded Optum. So you will no longer see the Vita Medical Group. You will see the Vita Medical Dialysis Centers, but those are in no partnership with us at Optum at this time. So it's just the new clinics that we have in the Orlando and Tampa market with that. And then, of course, we have our WellMed clinics still also. And the biggest thing for you guys right now is that we're working on a comprehensive directory that makes it easy for you guys to identify locations, doctors, and which of the plans we accept, because we now have Humana, Care Plus, United, WellCare, Freedom, and Optimum in some of our locations. So anyways, with that, we are still seeing the patients. Our Comfort Care transportation is still up and running. And if you sign United into one of the Optum clinics, which is new for this year, they qualify for the Comfort Care transportation. We are doing, the office visits still if a patient needs to be seen face-to-face. We also do what we call telemedicine, which a lot of people are doing that, but we have that available now also. And then our third way that we're seeing patients right now is we have little tablets that if a patient doesn't have a smartphone, doesn't have a computer they can log into, they can simply drive to one of our clinics at their scheduled appointment time. They will be met outside, handed a tablet. They do a virtual visit in their car in the parking lot if they want, hand the tablet back off to the employee, and they're able to see their doctor virtually in the parking lot if they don't feel comfortable coming into an office. And then, of course, we do have telephone for just, some basic office visits, if nothing needs to be seen or viewed or whatnot. Just a phone call will suffice. So that is the ways we're doing. Last, I guess, Thursday it was, or Friday, I forget what day it was now, Thursday. I dropped off a bunch of different material and little tchotchkes and giveaways at the office in Orlando, just so you guys can have things to provide, at any events that you maybe do get to do or any prospects or whatnot. And I plan on continuing to do that. It just whenever the need is there. And that's basically all I have, guys, real quick. I just, like I said, wanted to get on and say hi and see if you guys had any questions for me, more importantly, or how I can help you.
Yeah, so before I open it up to everybody, I think that's fantastic what you guys are doing regarding the the contact list and appointments, I guess is what it's called now. So the tablets there that you give them, are they speaking to their actual physician, or is it on rotation, or how does that normally work for your your patients there? Mm-hmm.
Great question. So 9 out of 10 times it's going to be their physician. We're going to shoot to get their physician, but I don't want to speak in an absolute and say it's definitely going to be, because if they have to have that 10 o'clock appointment on a Tuesday and somebody else already has that 10 o'clock appointment, then they're going to put them on to a nurse practitioner, PA, or possibly another doctor in the office. But 9 out of 10 times it's going to be their provider speaking to them, and it's where this is also, and we actually started doing this before COVID hit. We actually started playing around and doing a pilot with this with a couple of our clinics in the end of last year, fourth quarter. And it was, the idea behind it before COVID was for our, people that have problems coming into the office or whatnot, but also for the people that are still pretty mobile and that are our snowbirds that want to travel, maybe up to their northern home or whatnot during the other months of the year, and they'll still be able to stay in contact with not just a doctor, but their doctor, So that's where this kind of started at, and then COVID hit, and of course it kind of expanded, and we're like, oh, wow, we can use this here, So that was, but it should be their doctor more times than not.
I think that's brilliant, because I remember when I was selling, I had clients that, were half here and half there. And the biggest issue that the providers had was making sure that they got into their annual tests, because you guys have your HEDIS scores to meet, and you've got to do your HRA and all those different tests that you have to do. And it's very difficult to get those things done when the member lives in another state half the year or travels quite frequently. And that's a really great benefit for veterans, because those of you that have veteran clients that are out there, sometimes, they enroll in a Medicare Advantage plan because they want the benefits and the assurance of just in case, but they don't necessarily want to go see their, let's say, their Optum doctor or their WellMed doctor all the time because they use the VA. So this is a great way to jump on the phone or use that telemedicine to, get that visit done, and that way, they can go, forward with their lives without getting really jammed up.
Yeah, and a lot of the plans on that too, Justin, is, like United has their Amwell app now, and that starts, and while Amwell's great, I've used it before myself on the commercial side, it's not, you're getting a doctor that doesn't know you, you don't know them, they might be sitting 15 states away and you've never seen them, nor will you ever see them other than through there. This is great because this is when you log in, they're going to say, oh, hey, how are you doing, Miss Smith? They know you. They know that your husband comes there too or whatnot, and, they know you. So that kind of peace of mind with this demographic is, well, with any demographic is huge. You want your doctor to know you. So it's just another way. So it's I'm excited for it. I think it's a huge selling, and we're kind of, I don't see why everybody doesn't do this eventually. I think we're just kind of ahead of the curve on this before COVID hit, and kind of well on our way with it. So.
Yeah, I think it's brilliant. It's definitely the way of the future, and giving your clients options to say, if they're nervous, to say, well, I'm really not, I don't feel comfortable going to a doctor's office. You can say, well, if you enroll in WellMed, we can get you into their practice, and, they can do the virtual visits. And I think that's a great selling point to get people to jump on board with us. So I think awesome job, Nick.
All right, guys. Well, thank you. Thanks for letting me be on here. Is there any other things that concerns or questions, or is there anything that I can help you guys in? I know Sergio and I talked the other day, and we have a few plans that are in work and stuff like that. But, if there's anything else that you guys think of, you need help with that we could help with, let us know. We're here to help support you guys, and hopefully you guys support us, and I feel like you do. So, that's working the partnership. So
Absolutely.
Let us know how we can help.
Is there, and Nick, last question. I'm just unmuting everybody right now, but so if anyone has any questions, now's a great time to ask them. But I would say, do you have any plans for marketing with agents right now? Because it's a little awkward for us. We've lost our ability to do tabletops in lots of locations. We were trying to get back out there, but it is still kind of an awkward marketplace. So what are you guys doing right now? Is there anything that we can do to participate or you would recommend for the agents?
Yeah, we're looking at like special pilots, of course, going through our business, always converting the fee for service to the MA plans and things like that throughout our clinics is a biggie for us right now. Also, we've realized that there's a lot of people that have lost their employer group coverage, so we've tried to launch a few pilots around that in Tampa market. If that works, then we'll probably take it over to Orlando. And the plan on that is to use brokers, but just because you guys can sell everything.
Yep.
Other than that, our marketers were starting to get back out and do some tabletops, and then they got pulled a week and a half ago and told to stay back in, don't be out. So that's kind of a hindrance. But if you have something that you feel comfortable doing and that we can promote, while we aren't allowing agents per se into our clinics and locations at this time, nobody's allowed in them at this time. And I know the behind the scenes, I know captives are definitely not allowed out right now. I know brokers, you guys can kind of do a little bit more, and, a box of donuts to the front desk with your information would probably go a long way. While you won't be welcomed in, if you drop something off and say, hey, I'm Nick Street, I'm here to help you guys. If you have any questions with insurance, I'm not trying to come in, but here's some information, here's some of my cards and so forth. Nobody else is doing anything right now, so it's kind of open field. If I was an agent, that's what I would be doing right now, just to keep top of awareness. It costs you $6 for a box of donuts, and they go a long way. When nobody's doing nothing, the smallest things make a big impact. So
it's
and nobody's
so
doing anything.
Yeah, that's such a great suggestion. So, guys, AEP is around the corner, but this is, Nick makes an awesome point. Go out to those WellMed clinics, those Optum clinics, just drop in and just stay top of mind, like he said, because when things roll around, it might be too late for those captives. It might be too late for those agents. And since you were the one that was there week in, week out, on your doctors that you selected, then, hey, you're going to be top of mind when somebody stops in and says, hey, I have Medicare, what do I do? And then also, if there's opportunities there, let us know which clinics you're working with, where you're going out to, because we can connect the marketer and Nick with you and really help you get those opportunities going now and then moving into AEP. So whatever we can do to help, I think that's fantastic. But great suggestion, Nick. I really appreciate that.
Yep. Alrighty, guys. Well, thank you. And we
have a question here. Yep.
Yeah, Nick, it's Mark Oster. Good morning.
Hey, how are you doing, Mark?
I'm good. You said you dropped off supplies at our office. What did you drop off? I'm interested to know what you dropped off at our office.
A lot of it was Optum branded.
Office directories?
No, so as simple as that sounds, those are still on online right now. But right now, what we dropped off was more of I dropped off some brochures, why WellMed and different things. But then Optum, I dropped off a bunch of different, like water bottles, pens, ice packs. Yeah, just a bunch of different giveaways and such that if that helps, and if you guys need more, we'll get you more.
When do you think you'll have the update on the directories, office directories? when will that be done?
You can go on to WellMed.com and go to our broker portal and get the one directory, or you can go to Optum.com and get the directories that way. What I'm trying to do is make a condensed one-pager, or not one-pager, it won't be one page, but one book that has everybody in it along with the health plans, their address, and the doctors. I'm just trying to make it simpler for everybody instead of having to go to two different sites. On the WellMed site, it does have the Optum clinics that accept United Healthcare, but it doesn't have the Optum clinics that maybe only take Humana and Care Plus.
Right. So I'm talking about a directory where we know what offices take what plans. That's what I'm asking.
Yeah, and that is on the portals right now. But I'm just trying to condense it. That way I can have a nice printed version and say, here you go, or not. I hate that you guys have to go to two different sites right now. That bugs me. I want it to be as simple as possible and get it all formatted in the same and get it to you guys that way is what I want to do.
Okay. Do you think you might have it in a month? That's what I'm asking.
Oh, yeah. I'm hoping to have it before then, yeah.
Great. All right. Thank you, Nick. Appreciate it. Thanks.
Yep. No problem.
And anything that Nick sends to us, we send out to you guys. So make sure you're checking your email addresses. We want to make sure those are hooked up because we'll be sending all the information there as well. And then Mark, I know that you prefer to have your stuff mailed to you, so we'll get with the girls at the office.
I can come by the office. If you had stuff there, okay. I mean, I can get by just one day.
Yeah, sure. If you want to come on by, you're more than welcome. Or if anyone on the call wants us to ship it. Yeah.
We can do electronic too, and I can definitely get as soon as I get this, it'll be electronic, and then I'll also have some printed versions too, or whatnot. But I'll send it to Justin and Sergio, and you guys will have it, that way too. So.
Okay.
We were thinking about for AEP too, and you guys tell me your opinions. I was thinking about doing like a little, I know you guys have seen it before, but just a little USB drive or whatnot that has all of our information on it. Would that be something that you guys would use, or is that just, we have the websites, or would you guys rather just use the websites?
Well, if you do USBs, that's fine too, but I'm noticing a lot of computers now, the newer ones, are not coming with USB ports. But the same information, okay. we have our own server, so we can load that all that digital information that you have. We can keep it in our gold key. So we put that in our gold key, and then all the agents have access to it as well. And then we could call it out in a call and say, hey, we've added the Optum and WellMed information into the gold key. So we could do it either way or both ways, whatever's easier for you.
Okay. Sounds good. I just wasn't sure if I know that's kind of an older idea, but I was like, well, it came up the other day, and I was like, well, if people will use it, I don't care to buy it. I want to get your opinions on whether we would use it or not. So.
Yeah.
Hey, Nick, how you doing? This is William, and I had a question.
I can't hardly hear you.
Hold on a second. Hold on. Let me.
Yeah, Will, you sound kind of far away, buddy.
How you doing? Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, that's
how you doing? Good morning. This is William. How you doing, Justin?
Very good. How are you, Will?
Anyway, I was good. I was calling because I wanted to find out what are the carriers that you currently work with, because I sometimes I'm looking for particular doctors, and I gotta go through the rigmarole. And right now, I was looking for a Chinese doctor, Chinese language at least, doc in the Seminole County area, and I'm trying to find out what plans is it that you folks currently work with, and do you break it down by language as well as which doctors that that do speak, in this case Chinese or Mandarin or whatever.
I don't have it broken down as far as that. Some of our docs are bilingual, meaning, more Spanish speaking. I don't have it broken down into Mandarin.
Okay.
As far as the plans that we take right now, with WellMed, we take United, WellCare,
right,
Freedom, and Optimum. And then in Humana, or in our Optum locations, in most of them, and there's a few outliers, so that's why I say most, we take United, Humana, Care Plus, Freedom, Optimum, and WellCare. I didn't say that one. So basically the difference is the Optum clinics will have Humana and Care Plus, where the WellCare clinics or WellMed clinics do not have the Humana or Care Plus.
Okay.
That's in general.
But in regards to searching, specifically for that, even on your website, is that something that is available as far as the second language or whatever?
Yeah, so on the website with WellMed on the broker portal, it has all those because, in WellMed we have a lot of affiliates, meaning that they're not WellMed owned, they're just contracted with us. And in those, we only take United, and then more than a handful, but in some of those we take WellCare also. In Optum, it's a little different too, and that is on the website too, on what the plans. So I realize that's a problem that we're working through right now, and that's why I'm hoping to get this completed very soon on what it is, and that way I can't keep track of all of it, and I work here, so I need a cheat sheet myself. I know you guys need a cheat sheet too, right? So
yeah, absolutely. Okay, well, good. I'll relook and see, because like I said, I have a particular client. She's been looking for particular doctor, Chinese or whatever they in the Longwood area, and what happens is that I've been kind of looking in Humana, I've been looking in Aetna. I think I found one with Aetna, but that's basically if I can find a portal or something that will actually break it down where they do actually speak Chinese or whatever. But anyway, that's basically. I appreciate your answer.
No, thank you,
Nick. Those of the agents that may not be aware of the WellMed broker portal, can you give them a little information on that and how they can set that up for themselves?
Yeah, no problem. So the broker portal is it's just our system that we have out there, and on it will have multiple different tools and sales aids and different pieces on it. It'll have our bios for all of our providers that we have. So of our clinic, of our WellMed owned providers, not our affiliates, because we have over 1,000 of them, right? So, but if you log on to the broker portal, it will make you create a quick password and username and all that, but it's, like I said, it's really, really simple. I don't know why we have that on there, and that's something else that I'm meeting with tomorrow, so if we could even revise this. But basically, if you go on to the portal, you'll also see the directories and any other pieces of information that you might be interested in on obtaining. But it's at broker.wellmedhealthcare.com, or if you just go to WellMed Healthcare, or WellMed, you'll be able to navigate. It'll say broker portal, and it's pretty easy to find, hopefully. And then the Optum directory is florida.optum.com/agents. But again, if you just go to Optum and are computer savvy at all, you'll be able to. We don't hide it. It's right there, and you'll be able to find provider directories and things. So.
Yeah, and guys, as you know, if you need help finding those sites, just let us know. Let a team member know at HPM, and we'll get with Nick and connect you and make sure that we can get onto those websites. You guys know that that we're here for you Monday through Friday, 9 to 6. You can call our office, 844-696-3975. We're happy to help. All of you have our email addresses, so if it's quick, easy, and you're looking for those sites, we'll be glad to respond back to you to get to those URLs. So yeah, we're there to help you. So Nick, I want to say thank you very much for joining us this morning. We really appreciate the information. Definitely helped us understand a little bit what's going on between WellMed and Optum, which is always good to hear the progress that you guys are making. So I appreciate your time.
Hey, no, thank you guys. And if you have a question you want to ask, Justin and Sergio know how to get a hold of me. If not, if you have my contact, I'm at in Street 1 at wellmed.net. You can shoot me an email also. It doesn't matter. You know, I'm here to help in any way I can, guys. So just let me know how I can. Thanks for the opportunity, Justin, of being on here.
Absolutely. All right, guys, I appreciate your time this morning. And remember, we are recording these sessions. You can find them at YouTube. You can go out to our YouTube channel, Health Plan Markets, and you'll find us there. Links are also on the emails that we're sending out to you as well, so that way you have a copy of these recordings. And Nick, I'll make sure to send one out to you as well, buddy. I appreciate everyone. We'll meet here next week again, Monday at 9 o'clock. I hope everyone has a safe and fantastic July 4th weekend. Take care, everybody.
Thank you.
Bye.